It's up in Saints Camp, Orange County edition. We are in bougie Newport Beach. It is a perfect climate, and I have a feeling I'm going to be blown away today. Okay, we're here with the Saints. We'll talk to Demario Davis. We will talk to Chris Olave, who said glowing things about the youngest coach in the NFL, Kellen Moore. I like him because he's an offensive-minded guy. I like him because he's a left-handed quarterback. Speaking of QB, who's it going to be? You got three options: eeny, meeny, miny, shuck. Gosh, I always almost swear when I say shuck. It's just something that happens. He's like a 25-year-old dynamo, little flashes in camp. We have Rattler, of course, who's got the NFL experience. And I have to be honest, I've done a lot of these, and I've said, how close is this battle, really? Really, someone's got to be. No, it is really, really tough. Nobody wants to have to make the decision that the quarterback guru, Kellen Moore, is going to have to make. I want to know whose tape they're watching. Are they watching like Jalen Hurts? Are we dabbling in Stafford? Speaking of Stafford, Saints and Rams have joint practice out here in California. Glad to be back in the state that I think I live in. Here with the head coach of the New Orleans Saints in Orange County, Newport Beach to be specific, the fresh off a Super Bowl, Kellen Moore, now looking full steam ahead. How does this feel in this role? You look good. It looks good on you.
It's been great, yeah. We're going with the black attire, and so it's been a lot of fun. It's been a great transition.
Here to tell me who the starting quarterback is of this team. Lefty, Kellen Moore. I'm a lefty, you're a lefty. Why don't you spill? Who is it?
Yeah, we're close. We'll get there. These guys are doing awesome.
I talked to Cam Jordan. I talked to Demario Davis, sort of two coaches in their own right,
Yeah.
wily veterans into their 14th and 15th year. Chris Olave, a fourth-year guy. I talked to each of them, and in talking about the competition, they all said, as if it was I don't know if it was a PR thing from Doug and company or Davis, but they all said, I would not want to be the one making that decision. What do you think they mean by that?
I think it's been really balanced. It's been a really balanced offseason for those guys. They've had great moments. They all have lessons to be learned, and that's part of being young quarterbacks in this league. And so they've done a nice job. We're excited to let it play out.
How big is this next preseason game as far as deciding?
It'll be a big part. Obviously, each and every day, you continue to build, and I think we'll just keep rotating these guys, giving these guys different opportunities, and ultimately, we got to make a decision.
As a guy who's been around the Jalen Hurts, as a player around the Matthew Staffords, the Justin Herberts, all of that, whose tape are you showing these to the most?
It's a nice variety pack, and I think that's the beauty of these guys is they can all play different styles, different presentations. Being around Dak, some of those guys may play a little bit towards Dak or Jalen or Justin, whoever it may be, and so we're pulling from all those different exposures, which has been great.
It sounds like it's not an easy. I mean, you sound like delighted to have to make the decision. Is that how it feels? How tough will it be for you?
It won't be easy. I think these guys are doing awesome. And what I love about these guys, they've all faced adversity in their life. They've all faced challenges. And so that's what you need to play quarterback in this league is not everything's going to go perfect no matter who you are. And so the guys that can handle the ups and downs are going to be able to sustain themselves.
I'm more curious about you in it. I think both of them will do fine if it's so close. It's more my curiosity and fascination is like what a mind like yours. And you're such a genius, especially at the quarterback spot. Do you overthink? Are you up at night? What is the one thing that it might come down to if you're talking about even a quality at quarterback?
Yeah, I think it's just going to come down to consistency. I think it's about the command of the offense. I think all these guys can make the throws that they need. I think it's about the consistency and doing it week in and week out.
The consistency, somebody who can run your offense. I can sort of feel that vibe. Do you know what I'm hearing from every player, not even just the ones that I've interviewed, but I've been a fan of this team for a long time. So I've just heard that you sort of get the best out of these guys. Like, he puts me in a position to, get the best out of my skills. The Alvin Kamaras are saying that. Do you see it that way, and how important is that to you?
We have an awesome group. They work their tail off. They're all good guys. It's been an awesome process. And I think that's the big thing for us. It's a new coaching staff. It's a new experience. And so it's important for us just to spend time with these guys, get to know them as people, as players, and put them in a really good position to be successful because they all got superpowers. They all got talents. It's just a matter of putting them in the best position.
You're a humble gentleman. I sat here with another humble gentleman named Demario Davis, who for about 8 minutes talked about you and how he's so impressed with your efficiency, the nuances, the little things. Of course, you're a genius at the work that you do on offense. Would you like to share something about Demario Davis that stands out? Because he truly lit up talking about you. He goes, he's the first coach I've ever been a fan of. That's what he said.
Well, the humor of Demario and I is we played in the Senior Bowl together, so it's impressive.
Oh my gosh!
It's impressive that Demario's still playing, and the player that he is phenomenal. But that's the full circle element of this thing, and so Demario's been awesome. He's an excellent leader. I think that's the cool part about this team is we're a younger team, but we have these really experienced guys that we can lean into, and so spend a lot of time with those guys, get to know them. I think be really, really organized, be efficient. I think that's the one thing for these guys is time is really valuable to these guys, and if you can be really efficient, really clean with what you're doing, have a purpose to everything, they'll respect that.
What is the advantage, in your opinion, of being the youngest coach in the NFL?
I don't have as many scars as a few guys. I'll get them plenty. I'll get plenty of scars as we go. But I think it's just been fun just competing with these guys and spending time with these guys and building this thing together.
You're saying competing with these guys. I asked them if you're out there. I'm like, Cam, have you sacked him? Has he wanted that smoke from you? Chris, have you caught a pass from Kellen? And he said no, but he did call you Kellen, which I love.
Yes.
No coach, no Mr. Moore, Kellen. I like the first name basis. But why aren't you getting out there and showing them what you got?
Every once in a while we got to throw it, but they don't want the lefty throw. They don't like the screwball so much.
They don't? Tyler Shuck, I've met Spencer Rattler. You're sort of new and sort of understanding a little bit about both of them. Does Tyler feel like a rookie to you?
Well, he's arguably one of the oldest in our room, so he's a little bit different in that sense. But
it's fun.
It's a fun group. They're all around the same age. They've all been through these different experiences in college, which I think is kind of cool. They all kind of had to face something that was a challenge, transfer somewhere, kind of navigate that path. And so I think it puts these guys in a really good position. They're all awesome kids, and so it's been a ton of fun. How
would you describe your coaching style? What I'm hearing are words like relatable, emphasis on fun, efficient. How would you describe it?
Yeah, I think be really organized, be really detailed. I think that's the point that these guys care about. As long as you feel like, hey, am I getting better? Am I becoming the best version of ourselves? If you feel like they're creating that opportunity, they're going to rally behind us.
Brandon Staley's somebody that I got a lot of compliments in my interviews today. Just the way you put together your team, your staff, and all of that. I think he's overlooked. I think people might have the wrong impression of what he's capable of. How are you seeing what is unfolding with this defense with Staley in charge?
It's been awesome, and it's been really fun on a personal level to get to team up with Brandon again. We kind of spent 1 year in LA together, and so he's doing a phenomenal job. It's been a transition for our defense because it's a little bit different scheme than they're accustomed to, but those guys are rallying behind Brandon. I think he's creating a really good vision for those guys and putting those guys in a really good position.
Who's the best paintballer?
Ooh, the CO, Chris Olave.
Really?
I mean, he was jumping.
He did say he liked paintball the most. He was what?
He was jumping on barrels.
Really?
He was hiding. He was all out. Yeah.
You're like really Mickey Loomis is like, sit down, get away. You had a foot injury last year.
I don't know if Mickey loved the paintballing, but it was great.
Who's the worst bowler?
Worst bowler. That's a great question. It's a great question. I'd say there's a lot of competition. I don't know.
You're like, I'm not answering that. All right. Okay, you either have to tell me who the worst bowler is or who your starting quarterback is. One or the other. One or the other, coach.
There's definitely some ugly bowlers, I can tell you that. A couple of the big guys, I don't know if they've gone to the bowling alley a whole lot.
I understand that. Drew Brees was here. I'm sure he's a great bowler. He's great at everything.
Yep.
What were you two chopping it up about?
It's so fun to have Drew around this program. The impact he's had on it, the way he still supports the team in so many ways, and so that community rallies behind him. It's kind of fun. There's still some drawbacks to the system that he had on offense here, and so we kind of laugh about some of the things that we've been able to keep over all these years.
Do you feel like being the Saints coach is a unique role? Do you feel like the way you approach it, how do you approach it being the Saints, this fervent, hungry, incredible fan base that has tasted glory and wants it again?
That's what I've loved about this whole experience is, fortunate to be there with the Eagles, go win the Super Bowl down there is an awesome first time kind of seeing New Orleans at its best. And so it was a really fun experience. And this city, this state, they just rally behind the team. I mean, training camp practices were out there in the heat and the sun, and it's full. It's full every single day, and it's just so cool.
How will you know you have your quarterback? How will I know watching?
I think ultimately it's the guy who's most consistent each and every day. The guy that goes out there and gives the best chance to be successful, and you'll recognize. I think a lot of times you'll recognize the team rallying behind someone, and that usually steers the ship.
That's important to you, sort of like that. Okay, I like that. Well, last one for you about the quarterbacks. With the starting, there's different philosophies. There's only 3 games. All of this. What am I supposed to know about yours when it comes to picking the starter versus, obviously somebody getting the work with the ones and starting and then getting more reps and stuff later on in the game?
Yeah.
If you pick your starter for week 2, will I be like, oh, that's a good hint that that's your guy?
This week we're going to rotate a little bit. We're still in competition mode, and we'll just see where the third preseason game presents itself. So if we're there, we're there, and we're books closed. And I think that's the biggest thing with this thing is once we pick our guy, like we're rallying behind this guy and we're rolling. So
I love that. Can I show you this picture that I found? I was doing my deep dive this morning. It's a bad image, but we'll get a better image for the camera. When I show you this Justin Bieber haircut, we don't have to talk about that. But this is obviously you a long time ago with Gruden. What comes to mind here is you've now fulfilled this part of your career where you're a head coach, Kellen.
There's definitely a lack of a haircut. I'd start there.
So 2012.
2012, John Gruden doing the QB camp. Man. It goes fast. I quickly recognize that. It goes really, really fast because it feels like it was just yesterday.
I watched it this morning. Here's what I want to tell you. You're talking about your offense there at Boise State, and this is the quote. Our whole goal is to make it look as confusing as possible for the opponent. But at the end of the day, it's pretty simple for us, end quote. I feel like that philosophy is still very much emblematic of you right now. Would you agree with that? Because I feel like that's what's manifesting here in New Orleans.
Very much. I think that's the foundation I've always had going back to Boise. And, we'll do it different styles, different ways, but we'll do it the same way.
The guys love you. Congratulations. I am blown away by the energy behind you here in New Orleans. Congratulations and good luck.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. From Kellen to Cam, a little disappointed to hear that Cam has not sacked Kellen in this training camp so far, but the preseason is young, my friends. The second game coming up, fast and furious. Who's it going to be at quarterback? Couldn't get those answers out of Kellen. However, here's Cam Jordan, who's always an open book. Okay. Oh, boy. I need a coffee. This is the worst start to an interview ever. He sat down and looked at my feet and talked about pedicures, and I haven't had one. I have one literally this afternoon. I might not. Can I tell you something, Cam?
We could have met at the pedicure spot because I too am in need. But I wear socks.
I literally have to get back on the road tomorrow, and I might dip out on my interview with Kellen Moore because that's how badly I need to go to
not
get
Kellen
a pedicure.
Moore. Whoever's after Kellen, sure. Not
I should talk to Kellen?
Absolutely.
What should I talk to him about?
Where, the direction our offense is going, how explosive Rashid Shaheed is, how amazing Chris Olave looks, how smooth and in transition, AK always looks out of his breaks. Come on, with all the explosive stars that we have, you could talk to him about a myriad of things.
Who's the most explosive? Who's really popping? Alvin Kamara coming off a career high in rushing yards, which is wild. I want to see Olave get back to that big play potential. He had 2,000-yard seasons to start his career. I want him to get back over that mark. And Shaheed, you just mentioned first. Is that who you like? Who's popping off the most?
Yeah, it feels like Shaheed is definitely, coming out of his breaks. He looks as fast as if not faster, than when he got hurt last year. As long as everybody stays healthy, we're going to have a lot of explosive. Heck, if an offensive lineman is able to be explosive, I assume we have that as well. I've never heard of athletic offensive linemen, but maybe that's a conundrum in my head, not in the world's.
It's great to see you.
I got to stop saying bad things about them.
No, it's great to see you. I love seeing you. 8-time Pro Bowler, Saints all-time sack leader, Cam Jordan joining us at Saints Camp. You have practice later today. We're in beautiful Orange County.
We're going to get pedicures after this.
I literally hate you so much. I read that you're playing with a lot of bounce. Bounce is a fun word. It's not a word that is usually thrown around in the vernacular.
It's a New Orleans term.
Is it?
Yeah. There's bounce music, and then Cam Jordan would bounce. Yeah, that makes sense.
Is bouncy how you would describe?
I have no idea what that means. Yeah, what does that mean?
I'm asking.
Is that a positive thing? If he's bouncy.
How would you describe that your year 15? One word.
Exuberant.
Really?
Yeah.
How come?
I mean, I'm giving energy at all levels, so maybe that's what bouncy is. It's just a cheaper word of exuberance.
A cheaper word of exuberance. I love that.
Yep.
Kellen Moore, I'm going to talk to him later. I'm going to miss my pedicure to talk to him clearly. I'm seeing mixed reports. Literally, as I sit here waiting, I'm seeing it's Shuck as the starter for game 2, which is obviously a huge pivotal game. We're going to decide who the quarterback is. Or I'm seeing Rattler.
No,
I think
it's preseason. Preseason, you're giving everybody their chance to shine.
Yeah.
What can you do with the ones? What can you do with the twos? What can you do with the ones? What can you do with the twos? Insert player, exit player. You had Brandon Cooks last week up, Rashid Shaheed, Olave down, but you're going to see, whatever that rotation is there. You see Brandon Cooks out there getting out them breaks. He had a nice little catch on an out route joint, and I was like, oh.
Really?
I said, that's B. Cooks for a reason.
I feel like Shuck has the wow moments that I've seen. Is that fair? He's more of a flash
Explain
guy.
Wow. I don't know. Explain wows. He had a nice deep ball to Mason Tipton in the game, right? In practice, you see the same from Spencer Rattler. If anything, Spencer got in the game with like a game plan of it's okay to check down because in practice you see him bombing.
How close is this quarterback competition?
How close are we? Your friends? We've been friends for a long time.
I know, and I don't like being lied to.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
I have
I know
no
you're
lies
going to play
in me.
5 more years.
Who?
You said that.
See that?
I think you told
Did I
me
say
you
that
were
one
gonna
day?
You did. You said that on my show, and I texted you after,
Oh,
like,
that's when we were
huh?
drinking tequila. No, that
What?
was your fault.
At 8 in the morning?
Yeah. If you were, yeah. That's when we were pushing.
How much of a competition is this? Can you please just?
Oh, it's a major
Don't waste
competition.
my time.
Yeah, but that's just it. I don't know. I don't think anybody has a lead. I think Spencer Rattler has a demeanor that he wants to like rally the troops. I think Shuck does a great job of being able to manage what the controllables as a rookie. And at the same time, I don't know where we're leaning with that, and I don't worry about that. I do know that my D line is looking excellent.
Great.
You got Colin Saunders, you got Nathan Shepard, you got Devon Godchild, big middle. We get in Vernon Broughton, draft Vernon Broughton, 3rd round. Out of Texas, not Tennessee. I'm not sure
Yeah,
when UT
I know the
became
roster.
Tennessee.
I could just look at the sheet and Mickey Loomis.
But I'm just those are bigs. Of course, you got
Yeah.
Brian Brzee, who had 7.5 sacks in the middle last year, preferably at nose, and now he's sliding to a 3 technique. I'm excited about that defensively.
I'm excited about your D-line coach, Bo Davis.
Ooh, interior D-line coach.
Sorry.
We're separate now.
Oh,
yeah,
is
yeah.
that true?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't
the
even know
edges,
that.
the edges
Educate
are
me.
to the left, and
Got it.
You know, our interior D linemen have their own room. It's weird. For the first time in 15 years, I don't get to see my big dogs anymore, except for at practice.
Is it a good thing or a bad thing?
I miss them. Like,
Okay,
I miss
well,
them. We're at
we have
practice,
to
and I always
fix
like
that.
break with the big guys because I've been a part of it so long. You see the big herd, and you go with the big herd.
I've never seen you in 15 years of knowing you.
Mhm.
I've never seen you come close to being, I don't know how to say it, like honest and critical of someone. And then that you talked about, I mean, this was the thing that you told Tehran, who I love.
Absolutely.
That was pretty crazy. When I heard that and saw that, I was like, wait, what?
Mm-hmm.
Were you joking? You weren't joking.
How much do I actually joke? You know, even in jest,
lot.
there's seriousness. You know.
Yeah.
Absolutely, I do joke a lot.
What
I do
What
enjoy
is it about the new hires then?
Man, you
that
talk
you're
about Jay
excited about?
Rogers comes in with just direction. You know, when you have a position coach who knows the direction, it's easy to follow and then lead others. You know, and that's what we're leaning into. He's like, hey, this is what we're going to do. I know this feels unfamiliar, but we can make it as familiar as possible, and literally is sort of catering to players' strengths.
And when it comes to him and Bo, were you know, obviously that came in
Bo's
under the
that
new.
guy.
Yeah,
Bo's
tell me
that
about
guy.
that.
He brings juice at all times.
Okay, I feel like the bar's really low after last year, but tell me what. I said it
Tell me about
just
it.
based off of what you're saying.
Yeah,
But what is it that's got you juiced up from his?
man.
Juice.
I mean, when Bo comes in, he's very he declares what he wants early. It's like, this is what I want to see, and you just hear it as an edge guy. Listen to D-line. It's like, all right, they're taking a lot of the air and the fluff out of what they can do. So it's a lot more physical, faster thinking. So it's just across the D-line in general, the edges, interior D-line. We're taking a little bit of the we have to be here. It's more like, make this play. If you're going to try and make a splash, make it a wave.
Speaking of waves, did this comment make waves? You said there's 3 complete defensive ends left in the business. This is why I need you on TV every day. Myles Garrett, Nick Bosa, and yourself. What do you mean by that?
First, second, third down, even though you know where they're going to be, you can't stop them. And the run game, you got to respect them in short yards situations, and you got to respect them in the pass rush, right? Everybody else has sort of become specialized. There's a huge emphasis right now on edge rushers. And when they say edge rushers, they mean vertical up the field, bend at 8 yards. It's a dream. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm jealous. I'm like, if I could just like blow caution to the wind and just take off, it's fun.
So when you say something like that, like what do like the TJ Watts of the world, do they hit you up and say like, excuse me, nothing?
The Watt brothers don't care about what outsiders think. TJ is a phenomenal edge rusher.
Are you playing in the preseason?
It's to be seen. I think so.
Yeah.
I always assume. I thought I was going to play preseason 1, and then I got the message that I wasn't. I said, "Look at God.
But you have
Get me to week 1. I'm here to work hard and practice every day of my life. I don't want off days. If you give me off day, fine. I know how to take care of my body. But if you make me play the preseason game, great. Give me the whole game, not just like a series. I want all of it. I'm a very 4 kids guy.
15 years in is awesome. And congratulations and like all of the accomplishments, everything that you've done, and really for the team. When you have a new coach, youngest coach in the NFL,
At some point in
Quarterbacks-
time, there was Sean McVay, and before that,
Sure.
I'm sure there
I'm
was
not-
Sean
I'm
Payton when he
just-
first touched the league. There's always going to be a youngest coach title.
You didn't even let me ask the
I'm
question.
sorry.
Cam,
Continue.
let me get it out here. 15 years in the league. You have all of these different roles. You do all these different things. I see how you describe how versatile you can be. What's the relationship like between you and Kevin? He's a quarterback coach. He's got you. You see things a different way. Are you more vocal? Are you spending more time with him than you would a different coach? Like, what's
Absolutely
that
not. He's
No?
he's an offensive-minded coach, and I would like him to be offensive-minded. I love offensive-minded coaches.
Okay.
They stay over there. I stay over here.
Sean
If-
Payton didn't stay over there, and
He
you stayed over there. Really?
Yeah, absolutely. He stayed over there until I didn't have a real conversation with him for like the first 3 years, and then once you did, but that's because he didn't really like rookies like that.
I get this feeling though, Cam, like in visiting some of the teams even this year, I won't name which ones, that like the youth among coaches is really an advantage. Like the younger coaches, like you mentioned McVay right away, right? It kind of started with that, then it kept going.
Yeah.
In my head, I'm like, oh, I like an old grizzled vet, but like I think players really like the young-minded coaches. Do you agree that it's an advantage? And if so, from your eyes, what is that?
I think it's a relatable shift in mindset.
Yeah.
Right? The old grizzled coaches, like the Belichicks, for sure, those older types, it's regimented. It's like, hey, this is the way we used to do things in the 80s and the 90s and the thousands and the teens, and this is how we do things in the 2020s. Whereas, now you got to worry about, physical health. You got to worry about strengthening the core. You got to worry about all these other type of things. These kids are born in 2000s. You got to worry about mental health, real thing.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't care about that when I was like in high school, like mental health in 2007. No coach ever asked how I was feeling. 2011 when I first got, Jesus, no.
What happens when Kellen Moore asks you how you're feeling?
I actually have to give an answer. Like,
Yeah.
it's phenomenal to be like, hey, you got to have the right mind space. That's a frontier for me. Okay.
It's an advantage, it sounds like.
Absolutely.
I can feel it in these buildings with the younger generation of coaches. I don't know that I would have agreed with that 2 years ago.
No doubt. I mean, it's a practice with purpose. There's days where you specifically like, hey, this is our heavy load day, and where we're going to take mass reps. We're going to work on these techniques, and then it's like after a couple of days, like, hey, we're going to tempo down because we know everybody's been training, and therefore, like, I think it's helping to cull those, random injuries, those soft tissue injuries.
So
it's just it's science combined with knowledge combined with they're young enough to understand, especially Kellen, because he played in the game and understood it, albeit from a quarterback perspective, which I think is
Have you ever sacked Kellen?
I hope not.
Ever? Like, you never went against him, did you?
No, I mean
Ever?
I think
I don't
he was
know.
a little.
I
Yeah,
don't
he was a
look.
little. I don't think I ever played Boise State at Cal.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was about a year or two older than me.
He backed up
football-wise.
Stafford at one point,
Yeah.
right? Like, but no, you never got a lick on him.
I don't think so.
I feel like you should in practice. He doesn't pull a variable.
Just a quick-
He doesn't get in there and say like,
you've
hit
seen
me.
Kellen. Like Kellen doesn't have Kellen has a great aura around him where you really want to be his friend, and so I try to stick away from that because I'm like, that's my head coach.
What's his biggest strength, you think?
Is that he's relatable. And he's an offensive mind, but he also understands he's had to break down the defenses to the point to where he knows what the advantage is. And he can give you that introspective perspective of, as an edge player, what do you think offense is trying to attack you on?
Do you want me to go with you to see, is Mickey around here somewhere?
Ooh.
Want to go talk about Demario Davis's deal, or we should get that done together? Like, how are we
Ooh.
doing? He can't leave. What's going on there?
There's another deal to be had?
I think so. I think he's in a contract year, Demario.
Is he?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I feel like we should just
Demario's
take a
the
walk
one that's
around and
going
look
to play
for.
5 more years. Like
He's
absolutely.
a vampire.
Yeah.
How did he have more tackles last year? He's crazy.
Because
He's got bounce.
I'll say, that's bounce. That's for sure pop. If I'm bounce, he's pop. I'm not sure how that
What's
works.
the key? What kind of
Man,
peptides is he on?
I just learned that word a couple weeks ago, so it's just funny you threw that out there.
Yeah.
When I think that what Double D does, I mean, he looks at the operation and how much more he can get efficient, and just in terms of his body work, how he operates, how he wakes up, how he attacks, like his mental honing skills. Like he's got a whole meditation situation. Ask him about it. Like it's crazy.
But
like he's always got
he's
like a
getting
new
better and better. every
Yeah, he's
year.
got like a new innovative process. Like I have to like, hey man, who's your new doctor? Like it was a physio, it's a chiro. I didn't know those were separate entities. But I've learned so much from Double D's because I thought I was doing a lot after like year 8 or 9. I was like, I'm trying to take care of my body now. I get 2 massages a week. Year 10 rolls around. I was like, I'm getting in the hot tub. And Double D's had this regimen for so long, and he just keeps improving.
What are you doing now in year 15 that you would have told yourself in year 3, no way I'll ever do that? Whether it's like limiting something or adding something, like what's one thing that you've really, whether it's like,
I feel like I've stayed consistent. The only thing that I've actually changed is like the amount of body work. I never thought that I'd get body work done probably every other day. Whether it's scraping, cupping, dry needling, whether it's the hot tub every day.
What's scraping?
Scraping, I don't know, these iron tools that break down your fascia. Yeah.
Sounds great. 49 different quarterbacks in your career. 49. This is a beautiful moment for you. We're going to get to 50.
Yeah,
okay?
easily.
You have Purdy in week 2.
Uh-huh.
You've got Josh Allen week 4. You haven't gotten those. Why don't
I low-key had Josh Allen, but I think they gave my sack to Carl Granderson one year. But it's fine. It's crazy, but it's fine. Yeah, I remember I've sacked, or I strip sacked Brett Hundley back in the day when he was at the Green Bay Packers, and they gave the sack to Alex Okafor. There has been times, like, not that I can count all the sacks that I should have had, but other people got credit for it, but like, little Bryce Young over at Carolina had a sack on him, but it was like a penalty stopped the sack.
Little Bryce Young is looking good.
Yeah, but he's a dog.
He's a dog.
Yeah,
he's a dog.
Yeah, I mean, Kyler proves you can be a sub 5'10" and be a baller.
You're gonna get your steps in chasing him this year, I think.
Absolutely.
I think you at Lil Bryce. It's so horrifying. Okay, but hold on. You didn't answer the question. Don't do this to me. Purdy week 2, Allen week 4, who you don't have. I don't care if you almost had him. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Drake May week 6, Caleb week 7, Michael Penix week 12. What would make you happiest?
Why'd you say everybody's full name and then you got to Caleb and you just left it at Caleb?
Because he's just Caleb to me.
With that same... Yeah, I'm sure. Okay.
I like Caleb. I'm seeing him next week.
So you don't like Drake May?
I love Drake May. But then Drake, you think of Drake the rapper, don't you? You don't think of,
Not being in California. But yes, outside of California, absolutely.
Will you tell me which one you're not going to answer?
I
don't. 15 years in. What do you have?
If I get all of them, am I at 55?
I just feel like you should have, if you get all of them, you'd have 50, you'd have 40, no, you'd have 54. And then we'll talk about something else.
So Bryce, Kyler, no, I've sacked Kyler plenty.
Bryce didn't make this list. Drake. You haven't sacked Brock, who have first week 2, Josh, Drake May,
and Bryce.
Caleb Williams.
Yeah, I'm gonna add on to it. I'll get
You've never sacked Little Bryce?
No, because they took
talking
one back.
This big game.
No doubt. In fact, one I thought I was gonna sack him, and like offensive lineman came back, cracked back, and I had a hairline fracture in my sternum from it.
Oh,
yeah.
Sorry.
No, it was great. That's the whole point of being a football player.
You know who you have sacked? Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
Both times you played him in your career. Why can't he seem to get away from you?
I don't want to do this.
But he's bad?
No, he's the opposite. He's a baller. But he's always scatting around, so sometimes you can fall into greatness.
Trey Hendrickson. I'd like that.
That's my dog. He needs to be paid. How has he got paid yet?
Well,
give them all the money. Run the bag. You've officially paid TJ Watt. I think Cam Hayward said now he needs more money. And that being said, when you pay TJ Watt and Myles Garrett this past offseason, Trey Hendrickson should have been the second to be paid or the first to be paid, and yet he's still third. And there's Micah Parsons. Pay them what they're worth, all of it. Just empty the bag. Stop. Don't do this. Don't let a guy like Trey Hendrickson walk. They've never had a pass rusher like Trey Hendrickson over at Cincinnati.
People think he's over the hill. What are you talking about? People think he's out of his prime.
He just had 2 back-to-back 17.5 sack seasons, 35 over the past 2 years.
He's.
No, I get it. You picked up a first rounder, but you have something proven. When you have something proven, you add to that. So that's why you go get the first rounder.
As a teammate of his for 4 years, which we love.
Absolutely.
If it doesn't get done, last one for
you.
Pay
Micah Parsons too. Come on, Jerry.
Are we going to...
He's doing this for dramatic effects at this point.
Are we going to... Mickey could make a call to the Bengals for Trey, reunite the two of you. Wouldn't that be nice?
In this scheme, absolutely.
Woo! Love to hear it.
A few years ago, no. But now in the scheme that we're in, for sure.
Okay. Go get little Bryce.
Hey.
Enjoy your seltzer water.
Is there a big Bryce?
I'm gonna get a pedicure. No, but there's not another Caleb.
There's not?
Give me another Caleb.
Buddy from Atlanta. The one I've been, we beat up on every
And
year.
We'll be back. Up Demario Davis due on the show in just a little bit. Mickey Loomis looming around here somewhere in Orange County, I'm sure. But up next, let's talk to Chris Olave, back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, a little offense. How's this whole 3-headed quarterback monster treating him? Hanging out here in Orange County with first-round pick, star wide receiver for the New Orleans Saints, Chris Olave, entering, I cannot believe, your 4th year in the NFL. What does that feel like?
I feel great. Just going through the first 3 years, having those years, but just staying present in the moment. I know going into my 4th year, it went by so fast. I was just thinking about that earlier, but like I said, just staying in the moment, trying to have fun and maximize every opportunity.
What were you thinking about when you were sort of going through and reflecting on your career?
Just how fast it goes. I'm already in year 4. I feel like my rookie year felt like yesterday, really. Just getting drafted into the NFL in 2022, but already being in 2025 and being in year 4. So, like I said, I'm excited. New opportunities, new coaching staff, and feels good around the building.
We're going to get into some of these new opportunities because I'm watching jet sweeps, like Mr. Jet Sweep out there. What is going on out there?
Oh yeah, just mixing up the offense. Going a lot of motions pre-snap. So got to throw some jet sweeps in there so the defense stay on their toes. But like I said, Kellen does a great job with the personnel, and he gives us great opportunities.
So you guys, he's the youngest coach in the NFL. We're just going first name. We just call him Kellen. I like that.
Oh yeah, I mean, I feel like he's a player coach. We got a good relationship going. So I feel like we're on a first name basis.
What's the biggest benefit of having? I think some people would see like youngest coach in the NFL and experience. What's the advantage of that?
I feel like he was one of us not too long ago. He knows how it is as a player. He played high level football. Really a great college player. So he knows what it's like being us, going through days, having long days, sitting through meetings, doing all that stuff. So when he talks from experience. We all listen to him when he talks, and he's a great leader. So like I said, we all behind him, and we all like what he's doing so far.
So you like the jet sweeps? You like being lined up in the backfield? We're taking snaps at running back. What else can I expect here?
I would expect a lot. It's
You have a smile when I say that. Are you okay? So let's start here. I'm so sorry. What's the conversation? He calls you into his office and says, like, we're going to do this. You're going to do this now?
Oh no. I mean, just the install. I feel like whenever the install, we during training camp we install every day. So just install. It was just one of those days where the jet sweep was in, but we expect a lot coming from Kellen. His offense, he does a lot of great things with matchups and puts us in great positions to win. And I feel like it's going to be a lot of different looks, a lot of different things we haven't seen, and I'm excited for it.
Does he throw you the ball? How's his arm?
Oh yeah.
That lefty?
Oh, you talking about him?
Yeah, Kellen.
Sometimes he be throwing it sometimes in routes on air, but not too much.
You have a quarterback competition. Some say it's a 3-headed one, some say it's a 2. What is it like for you as the top receiver? Sort of learning both reps, learning both people, having to spend time with both. What is it like?
It's not too tough, just having them rotate every day, trying to build a chemistry with both of them, trying to build that bond, or just having them trust what's on the outside. It's not too tough, but I feel like with time it's going to be whoever gets that starting job. They're both really good at the end of the day. They're both young, but they're both really good. They could both start in this league. So I'm excited for both of them. And whoever gets that job, I know they're both going to be ready.
And you'll have some depth and a backup. And I think maybe it's good to get some versatility for you, like to get reps with both in case anything happens.
Exactly.
What do you think the toughest part is like about picking between the two? Since you're with both of them, like what does it come down to? Why is it such a tough competition?
Man, like I said, they're both really good. They both have the great things that they do and things that they could work on. But I'm glad I don't got to make the decision.
Yeah.
So
it's that close, really.
Yeah, it's really close. Like I said, they're both really good, and whoever gets that job, I know they both gonna be ready.
I mean, I feel like this second preseason game is going to be lights on, like high competition. We'll sort of maybe get that answer after this. You started your career with 2 back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons. I think you're going to get back there. I feel like the excitement out of you, I can just tell right now with the way Cam came out here and was talking about the offense first. I was like, in 15 years I've never had this kind of conversation with you, so I'm really excited about what Kellen brings to sort of get you back there. You had an injury, sort of like a mystery injury. I don't really want to talk about it. How hurt were you though last year?
It was a tough position, just having an injury. I ain't never really been hurt or missed that many games. Like I said, just having an injury and being able to be away from the team, be be able to not be around my teammates, just have that daily camaraderie. I feel like it was tough for me. That was the hardest part, just not being a part of my teammates or being a part of the meetings and all that stuff. But like I said, I've never been a part of that, but it's just adversity. It's guys playing. I'm excited moving forward.
Did you learn anything about yourself? Or was there any good you can pull from that time away?
Oh, yeah, just spending time with my family, a lot more time with my family, especially during the season. We don't get that much time to be able to spend, but just learning my hobbies outside of football, just being a part of football and sports my whole life, just having that time off with that injury, just being able to look outside of football and learn some new hobbies. I feel like that was a great thing for me.
Is it close to 100%? How are you feeling?
Yeah, I feel good. I felt good last year around like December, but just sat the whole year out, so I feel good going into the year.
And I like that you're saying that you missed being around everybody. It really kind of sounds like this has been a full-on camaraderie, team building sort of off season for you guys. There's like paintball and other fun things. What's the one sort of unique thing, or what stands out to you as far as like becoming closer as teammates?
I feel like you said, just all the activities we doing.
Which one that sticks out?
Paintball was great. Bowling was great. We're doing so many things
Who's
together.
the worst bowler?
The worst bowler?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You can say Cam.
I ain't got no
okay.
name.
You can say Cam. Cam's
talking about
probably
Cam.
terrible.
Yeah, I don't got no specific name.
No?
Yeah.
So you guys, paintball, all of that was really, really important. I loved seeing that. I feel like you're saying such nice things about Kellen, and it's because I feel like I've heard rumors that he's just bringing that deep ball back, which I love to see. How much can you tell me about that?
It's huge, especially with the guys that we have in this offense. We got a lot of speed on offense. From the top to the bottom, I feel like everybody can run, so you can't really sit on routes, or you can't really expect this guy to run this route. I feel like everybody can run every route in the route tree, so whoever gets the deep ball, whoever gets the intermediate stuff, I feel like we got to capitalize on all that stuff.
In my opinion, as a fan, when I'm watching, I feel like Shuck has these like flashy, like in practice yesterday. How much does that flash matter? Like those, like I'll never play, so just those moments, the momentum, that spark that it gives. That's what I feel like I've noticed, like those highlights out of him a little bit.
Yeah, he does show a lot of great ability, a lot of flashes of potential. It looks really good too when he does that stuff. I know he's a young player, he's a rookie, he's trying to get comfortable in the offense, and it's his first training camp. So when he does that, we all try to give him props and build that confidence within him and within the team. So. Just to have that consistent and try to bring that every day, that's what we're trying to get out of him. So
when I interviewed him at the rookie premiere, and I was like, whose dad is this? I'm not joking. So you saying he's a young player, he's a rookie. It's true, but he doesn't really give that to me.
Yeah. He's real mature once you get to know him. Even like just in person, talking to him, just for a couple minutes, you feel his energy, you feel his how mature he is. So like I said, just trying to bring that over to the field, staying consistent every day, and I'm excited for what he can do in the future.
He's like 24, 25? How old is Shuck?
Yeah, I think
26. He's 26 years old.
Yeah.
Is that older than you?
Yeah, he's older
He's
than me.
older than Chris. That's crazy. Yeah, I was like, whose uncle is this? What's happening? So he does have a little bit of that presence. But you're just getting to know him. You've known Spencer. You were with Spencer last year. He had, I think, 6 starts. He has the experience, right, as far as the NFL landscape is concerned. What's like one thing that you're noticing? Obviously, bringing in competition, it always makes everybody better. It always has an effect. What are you noticing that like you're like, oh, he's really locked in right now from last year to this year?
Just his confidence, man. The way he carries himself, I feel like it's second to none. Just the way he goes about his day. He doesn't look to his left or to his right. He feels like he's just focused on what he got going on, and he control what he can control, and that's what you can do. That's all you can do in a competition like this, especially at the quarterback position. So I feel like Spencer is carrying himself in the right way, and he's bringing that swag to the offense whenever he's the first team quarterback. So I'm excited for both of them, like I said, but Spencer is doing a great job.
Love it. We appreciate your time. Excited to get you back to 1,000 yards. Excited that you're healthy. I think you're downplaying how hurt you were because you're just a tough player. That's what I've heard, at least. Chris Olave, thank you so much, and have fun out here in Orange County. 14 years in the NFL. I believe this is year number 8 with the New Orleans Saints for Demario Davis, who is here in beautiful cool, Orange County. What's
nice, right?
Yeah, what's sort of the difference been like being out here like this for the second year?
Man, it's been incredible. The fabulous hosts here in Newport Beach and Irvine, and it's awesome. It's incredible. It's a great change-up. I think this year is a little bit different because we've only been here for like a week or so. Like 10 days total is our time, and we got a chance to practice in New Orleans and kind of get used to that. And then coming here has been a phenomenal change-up, and it's been great. When
you heard it was the Rams that you were doing joint practices with, what was the first thing that came to your head?
I don't care. Just lay the ball down, and it's gonna go down. I'm just one of them dudes that, man, you drop the ball out there, I'm ready to go. So it don't matter who it is, we're gonna be ready. But it's gonna be good. They're a great group. I got a lot of respect for them.
It's so true. I sat with you in New Orleans last year, and I was like, you can't get much better than this, and you're a vampire and all this. And then I'm looking at these numbers this morning on my drive from LA. You still somehow set a career high last year.
Yeah.
With tackles, 136. I don't understand. I don't understand.
First, man, praise God. He's good. Very, very blessed to do this. That's my goal as I continue to go. Is I'm trying to PR every year in some major stat. Like, how can I continually get better? And that's a major shout out to my team, our process. It requires a lot more to have that same level of production or higher. But that's the goal. Is like, as I leave out of this thing, I don't want to plateau. I don't want to come down. I want to go out going up. And I think I'm in a position to have one of my best years yet.
But if you go out going up, how do you know when to go?
You'll just know.
Do you know that? You believe that?
Yeah, you'll just know that this is a great game, but I always say, like, if the greatest thing I ever do is be a football player, then I've underachieved in life. And this is a great game. I love everything about it. Very passionate to play it, but I feel like you'll know because other things will become more important. And when that time comes, I'll know.
You'll know. And it's not, don't make me cry now here in Orange County in Newport Beach. It's not coming for a while, right?
No. We, people know that what my goals and ambitions are, so.
You said you focus on one thing to get better in, right? So you got these 136 tackles last year. That's a career best. Were you focused on that? Was that the one that you wanted to?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Like, I mean, major stats for me are like tackles, tackle for losses, interceptions, forced fumbles, sacks. Like, those are the stats I'm looking at. Like, okay, can I PR in one of these? Like, can I PR in having my most tackle for losses this year?
Even.
Like personal record, my personal best.
Public relations? I don't understand. Okay.
Okay. And so,
got it.
Like, that's just a striving point. Like, for me, at the end of the day, when I go into the game, I'm trying to win. And whatever I got to do to help my team win, I'm trying to do it. So I'm not looking at the stats.
You fell into a career high. Got it.
That's kind of what I can measure by that. I'm still, like, how do you know if you're ascending or descending? Like, well, I can look at my production and say, okay, well, I had a PR in tackles, and I played one less game. And it's like, oh, okay, things are still moving good. Because it's not for you to say to yourself, like, I'm doing good, because you can lie to yourself all the time. It's like the numbers don't lie, or people don't lie. Mm-hmm. And I think that's how I'm always trying to measure, like, how am I doing as an individual.
Cam Jordan is obsessed with your body work, how you take care of yourself, what you've been doing really for longevity your entire career.
Yeah.
Have you added something in the mix in the last?
Absolutely.
What are we into? Because these knees are creaking here. Demario, help a girl out. What do you got?
Well, first of all, Cam should know I've been telling him since I got here, what he should be doing with his body as well. And I have a fabulous team, and people can check out our work now. I'm partnering with a group out of New Orleans, Fit Elite. So you can check out the Fascia Institute. They're in New Orleans, and you see on my page, you can see myself, Shaquille O'Neal. Okay. He's a partner in that. And so,
what is it called?
Fit Elite. Yeah. So it's about just understanding the body and the fascia tissue. And
why is this soft tissue thing what you were obsessed with?
That's where it is.
That's it.
When you understand the makeup of the body, I'm going to do a little medicine detour real quick. When you understand the body, most of the time athletes are talking, or people thinking about it, are talking about like either bones, joints, or muscles. Nobody's talking about the fascia tissue, which is like the casing of a muscle. So it's like the wrapping paper.
Yes.
And a lot of times doctors will tell you, like in medical school, they're taught to like just throw the fascia out, like don't even worry about it. But people I work with have learned to study the fascia tissue, and you can manipulate that, and that does so much to the body when you're able to treat that and take care of it.
And
it's
you
a lot
can
of
really
longevity.
tell that much of a difference.
Well,
and so Cam's on that now, sounds like.
Well, he's getting there. He's getting there, but it speaks for itself.
So 150 tackles this year.
Yeah, we're going up. Going up. I appreciate that. Speak that into existence.
We're going up. Well, listen, you put up close to those numbers again this year, and you're in a rare air. You know that?
I did not know that.
You would be one of 16 players in all of NFL history to have over 1,000 career tackles, just 113 away from passing Charles Woodson on the all-time list.
Oh, wow. Wow, that is rare air. Humbled.
Yeah, that's quite insane, don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're already the only player in the NFL. Look at these notes my producers gave me. The only player in the entire NFL to have 500-plus tackles and 20-plus sacks over the last 5.
Wow. Wow.
You don't care about stats? A little bit. They're little indicators, right?
I mean, I think it is a measure of the work that you put in. Is like you can look at this body of work. I mean, you put a lot of hours into it. It's a lot of sacrifice. It's a lot of time away from my family. It's a lot of focus and a lot of, off seasons aren't regular for me. It's not like I just go on vacation. I'm still training. And so to be able to, have your body of work kind of speak for itself, especially in these later years where I feel like I'm able to do things that other people just aren't able to get to. It goes to the years and years of dedication, and that shows. And so I'm appreciative that I have a body of work that I can look at and see the results and say, oh, well, that's because of the years and decade plus of the work and the style at which you approach your work. But I think at this point, it's not stats for me. It's number one is like, how can I make my team better? Like, how can we win? It's the ultimate team game. And so you feel like you're underachieving when your team isn't getting the results that you want. And so that's a big focus for me. And then number two is, or you could say one or two, I don't think either of these prioritized, but it's so much bigger than the game of football for me. It's like, how am I using this platform to impact people? Like, long after this game is gone, how am I impacting people with my life? And I think that's what my mind is, mostly not the stats. Stats are cool, but that's not the main thing.
Well, you have this presence. You have this chaplain aura.
Okay, chaplain.
I
Speak it
think
into
so.
existence.
I do. I believe.
Okay.
I mean, that's when I hear about you from other players. That's what I hear. I feel like you're saying. I like the idea of you ascending, and you're also, in my opinion, ascending as far as your value to the team, in being a veteran, in seeing and sort of stewarding this young coach who came in here. I think you're extra valuable to the team right now, more than maybe even years prior. Has your role changed at all? Like, you have the youngest coach in the NFL. I think it's an advantage, but how does that affect your role?
It's incredible. I see it more like a partnership. Like, Kellen's a young coach, but he doesn't need anybody stewarding him. Like, he is phenomenal.
But you're the constant. You've been here. You've done that, and you speak on it.
Yeah, but I mean, this is his show. Like, he's the man. He's coming in and he's setting a whole new precedent and a whole new standard. And it's a joy for me to be able to be a part of it and come to work each day. I mean, I am a fan. I don't know if I've ever had a coach who I was a fan of. Like, and I mean, he is very impressive. He is remarkably impressive.
What are you talking about? What do you mean? What's impressive?
Man, it's so many nuances that go into just going to work every day in this business. Like, it's a great business, but it can be really hard, crappy days, just especially like the games are fun, but work can be just long, exhausting, all these different things. And number one, the staff he's assembled is incredible. I don't know, and it's not to take a shot at anybody, but I don't know if I've ever had like a sniper offensive-minded head coach and a sniper defensive-minded head coach at the same time. Like that and Brandon Staley, like the stuff. Sniper head coaches are coaches or coordinators are the ones who, they don't just run a system, but they'll go draw something in the dirt and like attack you because they get confident in calling their own stuff. Like Rex Ryan was like that, as a defensive a play caller. You don't have many that'll deviate from the system and throw something in on the spot. Like, Brandon Staley.
They're both doing that?
They both doing it. They're doing new stuff for practice. Like they competing
what?
against each other. Like plays. So I don't know if I ever had that at the same time. So that competitive energy is cool. and the way that they've made it like very simple for guys just to be able to come in. And then this Ted Rath guy, like,
Tell me.
he's incredible. So this our speed, strength, and conditioning coach, and the system that he runs, like, I liked coming to OTAs and minicamp. I mean, I'm in year 14. I'd rather be at home. I got my own training program. So, like, if I want to be here, it means you're doing something. Like, they made me better as a player.
I keep seeing and hearing these, and you're saying it. I mean, you're kind of lit up. Like,
so no. I'm just the beginning.
You're a fan of.
That's just the staff. That's just the staff. I didn't even talk about him. That's the staff that he assembled.
Talk about him.
I think that speaks highly because the greatest people in the world, they know how to be around people who are smarter than them.
Building a team is the hardest thing in the world.
That tells you a lot about a person if they surround themselves with people who can outthink them. But I think that his just understanding of efficiency as a whole, just how he structures out our day is like we're able to get a lot of reps in, we're able to get a lot of film time in, but he keeps our minds fresh, he keeps our bodies fresh. I mean, we had 2 scrimmages before the first preseason game, and it wasn't like unbearable. It was great. And like practices, he knows how to get us in and get us out. Like we get our work done and we're done. And it's been like that since we came back on OTAs. And so just like how he understands the day, and I don't know if it's because he's 37, I'm 36, and our brains just think the same, but if I was running the team, I would run it exactly like him.
How much of what you're saying has to do with his age?
I think that plays he's using that as a strength. He's not as removed from the locker room as some other coaches would be. So he just reverse engineers it. If I was a player, how would I want it ran?
Yeah.
And I think because he's on that timeline, like it's guys that he coached that he actually played with and against, that he's just reverse engineering it, and it's a secret sauce.
He's a sniper.
Yeah, he's cold.
I don't know that fans might agree or see, or even the world of the NFL might see it that way. It really means a lot that you. It's not even the words he's saying, everybody out there. It's kind of how you're saying it to me.
Because it's real. It's not. Let me tell you who he is. This is the guy. Like, video gamers will understand this analogy. Like, you play Madden, and you could be like one of the top rated players in the world, and then in walks this little kid, and you think like, oh, I'm just gonna smoke him.
Justin Bieber haircut.
But this kid knows all the glitches in the game. He knows every trick known to man, and you feel like the game is cheating you, and it's like, no, the game ain't cheating you. This guy's just cracked the code.
It's his strength, these little things. That's what I keep hearing snippets of, like, it's these little things, but it's sort of, is that what it is? He's just like these little
Man, he got this quiet confidence about him that you just never see coming. You will miss it. Yeah. But when you're in it, we're all just immersed in the Kellen Moore regime at this point. Like, and he's came in and laid the groundwork quick. I've been here 8 years. This man is, I mean, it's different. It's different. I just been raving about him and the coaching staff, and it's a joy to come to work every day. I said this the other day on Good Morning Football. I'm like, our record has been what it's been, and, you know, we got work to do, but I guarantee you there's nobody having more fun coming to work than the New Orleans Saints.
And there's paintball, and there's all these activities.
Nobody's having more fun than us right now.
Team build. Nobody's having more fun.
And winning is synonymous with fun. Don't get that twisted. But having a joy to be able to come to work every day is a big deal. It's a big deal.
No, I was talking to Patrick Mahomes about this, the value of fun.
Yeah.
The key to success in, like, what he wants to attack this year wasn't about scheme. It was about fun.
Yeah.
It was about sort of incorporating that.
You got to have it. Because that's what leads to the results.
Yeah.
When there's a real joy in going to work, it leads to the results.
I'd be really joyous if you told me who the quarterback is.
I can't do that. I don't know. It's not my...
Are you telling me? You don't have to tell me who it is. You don't know. You have to know.
I don't know. How would I know that, Kay?
Because how could it be that close? It's that close? There's no way.
Everybody finds out the same information at the same time. Do you think?
I just think you know. I think you know.
How would I know?
Because you're out there playing them.
I play defense.
I understand, so you take them on.
I don't even know who's going to be the starting 11 on the defense.
You don't think one of them has the edge over the other? You have to tell me who.
Do I think that one of them has the competitive edge? I think they're both competing at a very high level. It's intense. It's an intense battle. Right. They both showing up with the ultimate amount of professionalism. They're both making great decisions and great throws. And we know quarterback is the hardest position in the NFL, and it's kind of like this sacred place. Like, only one of them can run the show. And so I think they're both giving it everything they have, and I'm kind of glad that it's not my decision to make.
That seems to be a common sentiment here at Saints camp. What do you think, knowing what you know about Kellen, and he's a quarterback guy. He's been around all the greats. He's been around the Herberts and the Jalen Hurts and obviously Matthew Stafford even. What do you think it comes down to? Because it's like experience, right? And then it's flash, and then it's being able to run his system, which they both seem to be able to do. Is there a quality that you can just tell me that it comes down to for the quarterback of this team?
I think it's just going to be somebody that trusts him and does what he's asking. At the end of the day, I think it's just going to be somebody that can do what he's asking. They don't have to do anything great. Just do what I'm asking you to do.
Are you playing in the preseason?
If they dial me up,
there's no way.
If they dial me up, I'm ready to go. I was ready to go.
I didn't look it up.
I was ready to go last week.
No, you weren't.
Look, I was too hyped. Did you see my pregame? I looked at the pregame speech after game. I'm like, bro, why were you giving that pregame like you were about to go play?
I didn't get to see that.
Yeah,
really?
Yeah, I was ready. I was ready. I walked up to Kellen. I was sweating. I was like, man, look, if you want to change your mind and let us play, I'm ready to go.
When it comes to Shuck, because he's just the new addition, he's older. It's kind of fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have maybe the NFL experience that Rattler does with the starts from last year. What's something that you've noticed about him that's impressed you?
I think he's came in and picked up the system very well. You don't notice a rookie when he's going out and playing. I think he can make all the throws, and he's very athletic. He does a lot of good things when he's outside the pocket of, what I think that's what a lot of quarterbacks in today's game have to be able to do. Like, everybody has to be able to run like the first play, but what's the second play once the play breaks down? If you think about like the top quarterbacks in our game, they're very good in the second play.
So that's what he's bringing to the table.
I think that he has that element. I've seen that.
Okay, love that. Should we talk about your contract, or?
You could talk about whatever you want to talk about.
Everything you said. We're going up. All the things.
Absolutely.
You've got PR. Have the talk started between your side and Mickey's side?
As far as what?
You're in a contract year.
I don't know how the year. As of right now, at the end of the year, we'll let it speak for itself.
So we're letting.
Where am I at right now? Where am I at right now? I think people may know better than I do. Where am I at right now? Well, you're saying it being a contract year. What do you mean? What do you think?
I mean, are these talks happening right now as far as you staying here in New Orleans and renewing? Or are we waiting for the end of the season and then you want to focus on this year?
Yeah, I'm just focused on right now. I'm not interested in anything other than being the best player that I can be this year. And I take care of that, and the rest will take care of itself.
That's perfectly said, and I know it's coming, or I'm going to go find Mickey. All right, Demario, thank you. Anybody else you want to put on the map, or anything else you want to talk about? I would be remiss if we don't talk about Tyron.
Oh, yeah, my guy. Man, I'm just grateful that I had the time that I had with him as a player. Man, he blessed me as a teammate, as a friend, and as a brother in the locker room. Being able to play with somebody that legendary. I mean, you go back. I was watching some of his old college highlights.
When?
Like 5 or 6 days ago.
Why?
Like, I don't know. You just
no,
think
I
like.
Don't. I kind of do.
I don't even know. It was
How did you land on that?
It was like 20. Watch this. It was like 24-minute highlight tape. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I was watching him when he was a freshman, and I didn't even realize that he played cornerback when he started.
Oh yeah.
Like, he came in the game, I think, for like subbing in for like Patrick Peterson, and like just an absolute dog from the start.
I feel like his college career gets overlooked for, obviously he's a Super Bowl champ.
Yeah.
But I really think like we forget that he one of the greatest college careers of all time.
Yeah, unreal. And then the wicked journey of even coming to the draft, and like just an incredible story. Like he'll definitely be a 30 for 30 one day.
You think so?
Absolutely. It needs.
What should he do now? He says he wants to spend time with family and then coach. What would you?
Man,
if you were the
I would not be.
Indeed.com.
I don't know. I can't speak for my guy, but I would not be shocked if he's coaching very soon.
Okay. Set the scene for me. Coaching.
Like he'll probably be like
NFL or college.
Probably college.
Wow.
Secondary coach, maybe one day like coordinator, like. But I'm telling you, whoever is playing for him, like, they going to have to be on it. Like, he ain't playing around with them. He is not playing around. So, hey, if you think you're going to get coached by the Honey Badger and you think it's going to be sweet, you might want to pick another school, bro.
I have a feeling he's going to do a little TV first, and then maybe settle.
Oh, look, you might know. You know more than I do.
Inkling. That's just my inkling.
Yeah.
I appreciate
you, Kay. Always,
Thank you.
always
Can't
wonderful.
wait for your extension news when it comes across my desk. I'll be.
Hey, I appreciate you speaking that into existence.
I appreciate you and everything you stand for, and of course, being faith first as you are, which I love seeing.
Thank you.
And always,
Thank
and
you.
I know,
Thank you.
It's going to lead you to great things this year.
I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Blessings.
I was driving here for about 90 minutes today, and I thought to myself, okay, story of the day. It's going to be the quarterbacks. It's going to be about that position. And I wasn't wrong, but instead of the battle du jour, which is, of course, between the incumbent Spencer Rattler and now rookie quarterback Tyler Shuck, and, of course, there's a third quarterback in there no one's really talking about today, it wasn't about them. It's about the quarterback who's coaching this team. That is my takeaway from today. This team is bought the F in on the Kellen Moore experience. Demario Davis, I can't really explain the switch that turned in talking about what I assume is the culture, the energy, the efficiency, these little things, these nuances. He called him a sniper. The fact that he was able to build a team and a staff that he was so impressed by. This is a 14-year veteran, spending 8 years here with a Super Bowl champion, winning coach in Sean Payton, who he's seen build staffs and turn things over and attack things at an intense level. I'm excited. I'm in. I'm really in. I'm excited for Chris Olave, of course, to get back to 1,000 yards. Newly healthy, of course, Alvin Kamara, who will not sit down with me for some reason. He thinks I'm a tackle that he has to break and evade or something. I don't understand what's going on there, but I love him and wishing him a spectacular season as well. But yeah, the takeaway is Kellen Moore, youngest coach ever, best coach ever, and do not sleep on the advantage that youth brings to a roster like this. Okay, we will see you guys next week. I'm thinking I'm going to attack the NFC North. I don't know where or how or which airport or how much sleep I'm going to get. But yeah, I'm going to choose violence and go to the NFC North and not end the tour here.